What is up? Today I'm going to start working on something that I have made before in the past, but out of copper and brass. I'm going to be making a Praying Mantis. Probably won't be exactly like the previous one I made, but I'm still going to be using the same template. So, let's get the materials together. In terms of the paper bits, which is going to be my template, here we have the abdomen. How lovely. And that's a 2 times part, so there's going to be the top and a bottom. And then we got wings, also times 2 on the body, which is times 1 because I'm gonna wrap it / fold it in the middle. And we've got our head, which I have amended to be 2 pieces, but in my previous version it was 2, 3, 4 pieces, which I'm probably gonna do again because I did the eyes separately to the head just so I could get a better form factor. And then this is another 2 times piece. So these are the arms, the 2 front sides as they were. So this piece will eventually be bent like so. You got the arm coming down there and then the scythe bit down there. And of course the 4 leggy bits. And then for the materials I'm going to be using, just steel that I've got. I think these were meant to be for candelabras or something, which I have used them for candelabras in the past. But I'm just going to cut my pieces out. So here I've got enough space for the 2 abdomens. Here I've got space for the wings, as well as the baudet. And then I've got these thick pieces for the 2 front arms / legs. And then I've got these, which I'm gonna use for the rest of the legs, the rest of the 4 legs. Why a praying mantis? Well, I'm pretty sure 100% I don't believe in spirit animals, but if I did have to have one, it would be a praying mantis. And I say this because they keep cropping up everywhere I go. Like if I'm having a bad day or something, lo and behold, there'll be one in my car. I remember the one day I was heading home from work, getting my car, who's sitting on my dashboard? Praying mantis. How did it get there? When did it get there? Who knows? Even the one time I was in the shower, and then I look up, and in the corner, praying mantis. And then it tried to attack me. So I scooped it up and I took it outside and put him in the plants, and it survived. This journey all began about a year ago. Just about started interning with the great sculptor Etienne de Coq, and we were trying to figure out, what do I make? And of course my first project was some bits and pieces of armor because, you know, good practice, and also armor is cool. And then I was like, okay, I need something a bit more challenging. So I was thinking of animals that I could possibly do because animals are challenging and cool. So naturally I went back to my spirit animal, my self-proclaimed spirit animal. And so then Etienne was like, yeah, that is cool, draw me some pictures. So I sat and I drew and I got pictures and I analyzed and I theorized. Watched Bobby Duke Arts making one out of plastic spoons. That was also interesting. And eventually I came up with the design, and you saw the paper cutouts of that design. And he suggested that I make it in brass and copper. The body is made of brass and then the limbs are made of copper, which is a lot easier to forge than steel because you heat it up real hot and then you cool it down and then it's soft. And as you hammer it, it gets hard again. So then you gotta heat it up real hot and then cool it down and then it's soft again. Well, nice to work with, which is also why forging it this way is the intense, because you gotta forge it hot, and it's hard to handle when it's hot, and as you can tell, I drop everything. So that is why I chose the Praying Mantis.
Alright.
Let's mark up and cut out.
Now that we have all the pieces rough cut, we need to clean them. May I just say, cutting them with it being in a bowl shape was oh so hard. Alright, for these next bits, I'm not going to cut them exactly to the length prescribed. Okay, the big one I am gonna, but for the 4 legs, I'm gonna cut them just short. Because what's gonna happen is when I forge them, it's gonna expand, because these little bits are gonna get smaller and so are going to extend out this way. So if I cut it too long, then the legs are going to end up being too long, just in general. Thank you so much for watching Chapter 1. Join us next week for Chapter 2. Smack a bit of a subscribe to see when that comes out. Saturday at 11 a.m. Next week we're going to chuck everything in the forge and we are going to make it look epic.